Good morning. I decided to hit live a few minutes before my scheduled time because I am ready to go now and get things packaged up. Welcome to Yellow Brick Road Reselling. If you're new here, I keep getting a few new subscribers every week and I'm excited about that.
Because now, as you can see,
sorry, shoot. I wanted to put on my live just in case I'm having some buffering issues. Like always. Okay, there. And I have an ad at the beginning, so I wanted to see when the ad would be done. So good morning, Holly, and good morning, Carlene. Welcome, you guys. Hope you had a great weekend. Good morning, Jen. This weekend I went to my sister's and we had a crafting weekend and I had a really good time. It was good. You know, obviously some drama always occurs when you're in a group of ladies for a length of time. So we were there for Thursday till Sunday, family. So you're a little more relaxed on what you might say. What do you want, Pippi? My baby's crying. I didn't put my fan on this morning. I didn't realize I was warm until just right now. Hold on. He might need to go out. What do you want? What do you want? I'm doing a YouTube. You want to say hi? Yeah, come here. Come here. Oh, so everyone can see Fatty. Fatty, say hi, Pip. This is Pippi. Good morning. What you want? He hasn't been coming down here in the morning lately, has he? No. Okay. I'll just give you a little loving, and then you got to go, okay? Look at those claws. You're jabbing right into my shoulder. Yeah, you're jabbing into my shoulder. Okay. All right, goodbye. Go catch the mice. All right, let's see. Michelle, good morning. You popped in. So Holly says I went to a mini estate sale. You know, I was really surprised the last few weeks when I've on like a Thursday or Friday drove around. I haven't been garage sailing and there was still garage sales. Kind of bummed out. I kind of let them go by. But this weekend I was gone. Last weekend I was gone. Right, Holly? Kitty has some claws. Like jabs right into my shoulder. The problem is he lays right next to my chair sometimes. And when I go to get up or move to grab a box, he's right there. So I need to keep an eye out for him. I don't know where he is right now. What I dislike is when he jumps up on my photo table and he'll leave his black fur everywhere. Oh gosh, I dislike that so much. But he sheds a lot less than my other cat. I have another one that sheds all the time, but he's very rarely down here. He just comes down, goes to the bathroom, and goes upstairs. All right, let's get packaging orders. So today I decided to do inventory on some of my items. I've been just this weekend, I thought I'd been really good with keeping up with the cross posting, taking stuff down. And just today, messages to people because I don't have what they had ordered to see if they wanted something else. Because I have things that are very similar, but not exactly what they ordered. So hopefully they'll take me up on that offer and I won't have to cancel orders. But I'm like, I almost didn't go live because it's so important that you not cancel orders on eBay. And I'm noticing it on Etsy too, that they just really kind of shove your listings down so low that part of me was like, maybe I should just do that done today. So once I get done this live, that's immediately what I'm going to do before I do anything else. So I was going to take pictures, but no, I've got to do that. So I've got to do some inventory just to make sure everything is okay. I just don't understand how I messed up because I have been really, really good. Like immediately when I get a cha-ching, I go exactly right to the other platform that I know I'm posting on and take it down. So I'm a little worried. We're a little worried about this, and we'll see. Good morning, Tio. Welcome. Good morning, Nate. Here on Saturday, sales like they wanted the trash gone before winter. Oh my gosh, that is great because those are when you can get some really good deals. Nate says, "Hi Tamara, made it. Been busy with Q4 and family. Now mom's fighting COVID and she had the vaccine. I am so sorry to hear that she is fighting COVID. I'm assuming fighting means that she actually has symptoms and she's sick with it, versus people who get COVID and sometimes have very little symptoms. Or, I had last week, the week before, and I did end up going to get tested for COVID because I was going to be seeing family and I just wanted to know whether or not to be around them as I was getting to the end of it. And it came back negative, but it's just one of those things where I was like, okay, this is a cold, and cold slash, I don't know if it could have been the flu. I don't know. Like, I had a fever and I was really tired and I was in bed for like 3 days, but towards the end I could still function. So, sorry about the news, but I was clicking on YouTube this morning while I was grabbing my stuff to see what was out, and I saw a video from a news station that Colin Powell had passed away from COVID complications. So extremely sad to hear about that. Sad about anybody passing away, of course, but yeah, really, to me, he was a very big hero during the Gulf War, and helped both presidents, Republican and Democrat. So he's, to me, I looked up to him. He was very honored, and in my mind, he was a hero. So, also, Jen says he was vaccinated. Yeah, they didn't say on the news report, but I would have been really surprised to hear if he wasn't vaccinated. He seemed like um, just somebody who would have taken the knowledge and stuff and used it appropriately. All right, let's get packaging orders. Again, with my daughter, I got to spend time with my daughter and had so much fun with her, and just, I don't know, I like spending time with her, although sometimes it can be stressful at times because she does lean extremely politically the other way than I do. But it's amazing sometimes when you get the time and you can talk in a civil manner, how you can find there is some commonality in the way you guys think. So I really appreciated that this weekend with her. So I've got sales on eBay, Poshmark, Etsy, Facebook, Mercari, and Amazon. Sales, they were just all like 5 here, 3 there, 4 there, that kind of stuff. Excuse me. I got to keep clearing my throat. I do have some soda here, my Dr. Pepper, to drink if I get too. I've been really kind of phlegmy, and I'm kind of gross, huh? I thought it was over my cold, but I kind of feel like it's rearing its ugly head again. I don't like that. All right, so let's see. We got a costume. So this in Zone Zombie. So Nate, is your mom in the hospital or anything? I'm really hoping that she's not that bad. So this individual had sent me a message on eBay and asked me if I knew the dimensions and if I could measure the measurements for him. And I replied and I said, no, it's a costume, new in its packaging, and I don't want to open it to send the measurements. But it is a size adult plus, which you can see right here. So I can understand him not kind of wanting to, what kind of plus. And I don't think it said, for some reason I put extra large. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I hope I don't have to keep clearing my throat. I wonder if it said extra large somewhere. It doesn't. I put extra large in my title. I mean, I don't think it's going to fit like a 5X person, but I don't know. Honestly, I haven't taken it out, so I'm not exactly sure. Michelle says she hit 300 sales on Tradesy. Oh my god, amazing. I don't even use Tradesy. What kind of stuff do you sell on Tradesy? That is really good. Yes, she's in the ICU. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Now, were you on a couple weeks ago telling me about her having COVID a few weeks ago? So has she been suffering with it for a while? Because for some reason, I feel like you may have mentioned it a few weeks ago. So I told this gentleman and I wasn't going to open it, and I apologized, but I just didn't want to, if he didn't end up buying it, then the value of it was going to go down. He ended up buying it. Anyhow, he said he's going to take a chance. Now, I do have no returns on all of my costumes. Obviously, he could always say, not as described or something. But I sold it for $35. It did sell with the extra 21% off with coupon. And why did I feel like I stopped that coupon? Because remember we looked last week and I found that putting it on sale would have been better. For some reason I didn't take it off. I thought I had. All right, 2 pounds, 3 ounces. Let's see, how big is this? 13, 12, 3. 13, 12, 3. I am going to look today because you know what? I'm going to start looking a little bit closer to see whether or not UPS is cheaper for me to do some shipping. UPS, yeah. So this, if I already put it in a post office box, which I think that if it's only a few, like if it's less than $1, I'm probably just going to stick with the USPS because I get the free boxes. It's closer. Hey, good morning, Paul. Philly Flippers in the house. But I am noticing more and more that UPS ground. So if it can fit in like in a poly bag or something, I'm probably going to start doing more UPS. So UPS ground is $9.70 and the post office is $10.08. Since my buyer paid for postage, then as long as it covers it, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't think most buyers, if you say something is going to be shipped with the USPS and you ship it UPS, I don't think they really care unless they have a post office box. Other than that, I don't think it's really going to make a difference. I told my post office and warned him that I'm probably not going to be sending as many packages with the shipping difference. He understood, but I feel really bad. But it is not my job to keep him in business, but I do feel good that I am keeping his location open because I feel pretty confident they may have closed his very, very small post office by now. Okay. So since it's less than $1, I'm going to go ahead and send it via USPS. But I might have enough packages today that it would have been worth, because if let's say I have 10 packs less than $1, I'm going to go UPS. I'm still going to go UPS even though it's less than $1. If you add it all up, it will be worth it. The $8 I may have saved by going UPS. Because UPS, I got to travel further to get it to drop it off. Versus USPS is like 2 minutes down the road. Good morning, Anissa. Michelle says, so I had asked her what she sells on Tradesy because she's had 300 sales. She sells clothes, shoes, wedding. It's a bit expensive. It's like the little site that can. I sell normie stuff. No high fashion. Okay. I can cross post to Tradesy. And I haven't been. I'm wondering if I should take a look at it. Nay says it was my son. He had Delta, but slowly getting better. Okay, so your son had it. That's right. He's in Grand Junction. So your son had it, and now your mom. Wow. Did your mom happen to your son at all? Or, your mom's in Cleveland. I just saw your message. Okay. Well, I will say a prayer for her and keep you guys in my thoughts and hope that she recovers. Paul says that UPS is cheaper for everything over £1 on Facebook now. Yeah, I noticed that on Facebook. I'm wondering if I should go back and edit some of my listings on Facebook to choose the UPS since they added that. If I go to the next item. So my husband is heading out of town and I'm kind of bummed. I wanted him to help me with some stuff, but he's going to not be around to help me. So I don't know if I'll really get him to help me today or not. Okay. Huh. It's an interesting name. All right, so I put all my stuff right here on the floor this morning. So I just listed these last week. I gave these to my daughter's boyfriend for Christmas a couple years ago. It's just Harry Potter puzzles and trains, and he already put them together, and he was selling them in his garage sale. And at the end of a garage sale, she goes, "Do you want any of this stuff?" And I said, "Pretty much, I'll take almost all of it." And I listed these in a pair, and sold them for $14. But they were free to me. They were like regifted. It looks like they might be going international because they paid $10 in shipping. Or maybe I put it as priority shipping. Okay. Let's see if it weighs over a pound. I don't think so. Maybe with a box. Oh yeah, it's only 8 ounces. Well, I suppose we'll send it priority. I wonder if I set it up with priority. A lot of times I'll do, like if I put first class, I give them an option of priority also. So it looks like they may have paid for priority. Tony Baloney. I'm on the YouTuber. I'm on the YouTubery. Yeah.
Is that why you're not done?
What do you mean is that why I'm not done? I just got started. I just went live.
So they fixed it.
They what?
They fixed the...
They fixed the problem?
Yeah.
So it's not going to bubble up out of that anymore?
No.
What was wrong with it? Hold on. I got to get an update on our septic. What was wrong with it? Because they only were right there.
It didn't have levelers on it. The box was tilted.
Okay.
And one pipe going that way.
Oh, why is there more than one pipe?
There's 5.
Oh wow! So there is some going that direction.
Yeah. So he.
Oh, Ari's playing in the dirt.
So well, it gives him a place to go to the bathroom. So none of the water was going anywhere else but right to there. So he put levelers on it, which has a hole on one end. So he just rotated it so it's higher than the rest. So he put levelers on those, and he adjusted them and filled it up with water. Most of the water goes that way and then goes that way later.
Oh, okay, nice. Good. That was a lot better than having to have some, like if that other guy would have came, Jeff, he would have dug that all up probably for nothing.
No, he would have found the box. Tried to find the box.
He would have checked that first?
Yeah.
Did it become uneven from me driving on it?
He goes, they settle.
Okay, so it's not for me driving on it?
It could, but it could have settled on its own too, so it doesn't matter.
Maybe we should avoid it.
No, it's fine now.
Okay.
The softener deteriorates the concrete, and the box is getting brittle.
So we might need a new box at some point because of the water softener?
The cover, he was...
Look at all the stuff you guys are learning in here, all about septics. I'll recap it so you guys know what we're all talking about.
So the concrete on the inside of the cover, he could just break off pieces.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he goes, that's the problem.
Well,
with water softeners.
But can you get a non-concrete? Like, is there another material that you can get for septic?
Put plastic on there and you draw it, you could collapse that. So. Well,
what's the answer for people who have hard water for their septic?
You replace it.
You just know that you have to replace it. Wow, that sucks. I don't want to replace it. It costs money.
Not too bad.
Not too bad, money-wise?
They don't have to dig up the yard. They only got to dig up that one spot with a shovel.
Oh, okay.
It's a small box.
I know, but stinks.
It's smaller.
Still stinks to have to pay for it.
Well, obviously.
Oh, so they chose priority now, which I just realized when I just looked. So, what are you doing today?
I am packing. I'm finishing packing all my stuff.
I'm gonna check pirate ship.
Because I got to leave tomorrow, remember?
Oh, I know you do. Think you can give me like a half hour of your time today?
I don't know. Maybe.
That would be amazing if you would. 13 ounces. If not, I'll do it. Just take a lot longer. So I listed about 6 totes worth of stuff. And now I need to put them all into these totes. I do it differently, but I was trying to hurry up and get stuff listed and figure out deal with the whole thing later. But like today I sold a few things and I had to hunt through 6 totes to figure out where it was. So first class priority 955. 955. How much was it through eBay? 927. Okay, so cheaper through eBay. So they paid for the priority shipping, so I'm gonna ship it. Now, some I will, especially when I had free shipping, I would ship it first class, especially if it's locally in the Northeast, because I would know they would still get it in a timely manner. Right now, some priority mail is still taking like a week to get there. Have you ever heard of Kevin Commonwealth Picker? I sure have. I like watching Kevin. I need to check my Facebook Marketplace. First class would be cheaper. Yeah, it would, Jen. But you know what? I'm assuming that listing I must have put first class, but they gave them the option for priority because they need it for a birthday or something. And they paid for that. So I did it. But yeah, normally I would have just gone first class. So what's happening is in our backyard, we have an area near our pond that was filling with water. And my husband said, I think it's our septic. He goes, I thought we were told the septic was that it, like when it leaves the septic box, it goes over here, your liquid. But for some reason it kept showing up above. Well, we had a pond dug a couple years ago, and I wondered if maybe when they took out some of the tree stumps that the roots may have disrupted something and messed it up. So he hired somebody to come and take a look at it. And you heard him. He said that the box was uneven. It settled. So it was draining only out of the right side lines and not the left ones. I didn't realize we had 7 pipes that drain it, but I guess, or 5 of them. So that's good. Hopefully that. So Philly says he did an interview of some weird guy and put it on his channel. It's probably an interview with you. You're probably the weird guy. Let me go to my. I apologize for the noise you might hear. Oh no, I already have it muted. How ordinary people full-time income from reselling on eBay. Oh, it is you. All right, I got it open, so I'll watch it later. So good morning to all of you. We got 15 in here. Thank you for coming in. All right, so sorry for the side chat with my husband, but I'm glad to hear the update of the septic and that it's not in any major. I was thinking something fixed. Good morning, midlife picker. Let me go back. Where was I? eBay. What else do I got? Oh, I have a Red Sox t-shirt. It helps that the Red Sox are doing good right now, aren't they? I think. For some reason, I feel like they might be. Is it the playoff season yet? It is October. And October is when they usually have the World Series. So it must be, I'm assuming, playoffs by now. And I know the Red Sox were on the other night. So I sold this new with tags. It was from Kohl's. And I don't know how much I paid for it. But I sold it for $23.31. I probably paid like $5 for it or something. That's about what I usually would pick something up for. Next t-shirt. Got a poly bag. And I know my tissue. I was at a store called the Christmas Tree Shop this weekend. And they have holiday tissue. So I was looking and I was like, oh, maybe I'll pick up some holiday tissue and use that this fourth quarter. No, it was like twice the price. And you got less the amount of tissue. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be using tissue like that. I did just order some poly bags. I think the design, maybe they were black. I don't know. I was looking for some larger poly bags because I'm getting low on my large ones. But I wanted them like the heavy duty ones that I have, like my blue ones, which I'll use in a little bit to mail something I have down here. But yeah, they didn't have any. I shouldn't say they didn't have any. They had some. I bought some. 6 ounces. The people that I bought from last time didn't have any blue, so I had to get a different color, which I think I ended up picking black up. 6 ounces, $3.99. Oh, I had to ship something. I was thinking it was 13 ounces to Washington earlier today, because I do some packaging before I go live, and it was $6.28 for first class. It's ridiculous. Pay that much. All right, so let's see. We got most of my packages are getting delivered promptly. I did ship to Socrates, New York on October 8th. It finally made it in Philly. Tracking was spotty. Probably. Philly's a pain in the rear. I feel bad for you, Paul, mailing from the Philly area, because last year Philly was just horrendous for me. I did this weekend, I think maybe it was Thursday. No, it must have been Wednesday. I went through my orders and checked, because when you're on eBay, you can see if it's been delivered. And I noticed I had a couple that I shipped out a while ago that weren't delivered yet, beginning of October, one like over 10 days. So I did open a minute on them. That's a complete joke, first of all, because one of them was going to Puerto Rico, and then the other one I think was going to the state of Georgia. And the Puerto Rico, they called me. It must have been Thursday morning, because it was it was when I was getting ready, because they called me like right away, but I was in the car, so I didn't answer. Actually, I think it was last Wednesday. I think I was heading to the casino, and I didn't answer it. And so the receiving, the FOS is the one who calls you. It should be wherever the item was last scanned. So if it was last scanned, like in Philadelphia, it should be Philadelphia post office calling me, because all Puerto Rico says is, well, as soon as we get it, we'll deliver it. And then they close it. They close the case. I'm like, no, the case isn't closed. My item hasn't been delivered yet. They pretty much told, they did it almost like I was the buyer, because the email said that I should reach out to the shipper of the item to get a refund, because this one was first class mail in the item. No insurance was purchased. So they were telling the person to reach out to me to get a refund. All right, sold some Birkenstocks. Where are they? I sold these Birkenstocks. These were sold on Poshmark, and they went for $37. And hold on, I forgot to open up my Gmail to get my mailing label. Gmail. I really need to change my bookmark, because I have multiple Gmail accounts, and it always opens up on the wrong one. Oh, hold on. That person replied to my email. I will take it. Oh, so I had sold something today that I didn't have in stock. So I have three things. I know I was going 3 things with showing you 2 fingers. And I've got to do inventory when I'm done of these specific items. And so I reached out to the buyer and I said, I don't have that, but I have this. Very similar, very minor change. And they just said they'll take it. Yes, I don't have to cancel the order. I'm so happy for that. Okay, back. Oh, that's so good. It's such a relief. Isn't it that a relief when you mess up and your customer is like, oh, that's okay. I'll just do plan B. So that is amazing. Okay, come on, label. All right, Poshmark. Let's see. Birkenstock. Let's put them in a box. Why not? Why not? Same price. We'll put them in a shoebox. Hey, good morning, Paris's addict, or afternoon, wherever you are. In the desert in California, Apple Valley, the septic is in the front yard. Mom told the new neighbors not to drive or park the septic in July. Well, we drive over mine because I have to, that's how I back up to use the door. That's why I said, can we park? Can we still use it? He seemed to be like okay with it. It is down enough because I am in New York, so we have to deal with frost and stuff like that. So I think it's down enough that when I drive on it, I don't think the weight of my vehicle is disrupting it enough. That's why we've continued to do it. But I wonder if I mean, the septic people didn't seem to, I'm assuming, because he didn't say, well, yeah, they were saying don't drive on it. Do. All right. So for those who don't sell on Poshmark, I know I repeat myself all the time, don't I? You can use any priority mail box when you ship. Priority mail box, envelope, whatever. So for me, if I was shipping these on eBay, I would have put them in a flat rate padded, probably, depending on where they're going. Yeah, California. So they would have went in a flat rate padded. But because they are on Poshmark and I can use anything, I'll use a box. And because it is Poshmark, of course, I will tissue it. Because that's just what I do. I don't know. For some reason, Poshmark people like it, so it got me doing it. Now, they're a little big for this box. I think I'm going to cut it down, though. It's cheaper for me to cut it down than to use up my filling, my bubble wrap or air pillows or something. I could have put paper in this, actually, because it wouldn't have made a difference adding a little more weight to it. They're definitely light enough. I probably could have even done first class with them if it was on eBay. Hey, good morning, Jeanette. I'm sorry I'm later than 9 o'clock. Oh, and good morning, Chris, right? I think I get you and Kyle mixed up all the time. But I'm pretty sure Kyle is Ohio, not Nebraska. I don't know why I cannot get names right sometimes. So I went to the casino last week, Chris, and I lost every penny I walked in with. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I did walk out with more money than I walked. I walked out with money, but I didn't walk out with as much money as I walked in with. All right, so I don't need to weigh this. I just need to print this, which I thought I printed. I guess I opened it and never hit print. So for some reason, my printer, since I put in this new roll of labels that doesn't have any of the like, see how it's like, it doesn't have like the little holes that the Dymo needs. And that's why these didn't work in my Dymo. But I thought they would work in this and they work okay. But every now and then, look at all these. Hold on. It pumps out extra labels. Like it prints it and then it gives me another label. And I can't seem to fix why it's doing that. And not all the time, just sometimes. So now I got this pile of blank labels. I know it's the labels, not the printer. These were the labels that got me to buy this printer because they didn't work in my Dymo. Let's see. Star Wars Baby Yoda bath towel. That also sold on Poshmark. So you know it's funny. These sandals I've been on almost all summer. And nobody bought them. And then this weekend I had an offer. Well, not even an offer. Somebody bundled the sandals and a vintage light fixture I have. And I have an automatic 10% if you buy more than 2 items. But I'll usually will go in and I'll still buy it then, and they're hoping to get it even for more. So I gave them just a little bit more of a discount. Well, they didn't reply to that or do anything on that offer before these sandals sold. So I think sometimes when people send you offers on Poshmark, it does something that in the algorithm that all of a sudden these ended up selling. So I like that. All right, I got this Star Wars towel. So I share the same stories over and over again, but last Christmas, I was Yoda Mandalorian on it. And these were at Walmart. I think I paid $10 for them, or $8.99, I think. And I sold them for, let me see. I sold them for $23, right? And the buyer pays shipping. We'll throw it in this. So this is Posh. I could put it in a box. But I will put it in this bubble wrap. So I've had these since last Christmas. These ended up not being one of the better price, like the better items, because most everything else that I bought that had Mandalorian sold so fast. These were not selling very fast, even at $23. Well, you have been on quite a hot streak at casinos, so I knew a loss was coming. Yes, I know. I'm still ahead. If I think about from June forward, I'm still ahead on what I've spent at the casino. Yeah, I'm probably ahead by a couple $1,000s. I use single labels. I can't even read today. I used single labels to cover up logos or UPC if I reuse a box. Holly, I have actually done that too. Because yeah, that's what I do. And I have a whole like drawer full of these labels. I have a hard time throwing out stuff. So, and it is what I use. See right here? I print, but if I have a lot of these, I'll just use a marker and I'll write like P5 and stick it on. I don't have to always use my printer. That is it. That's all for, where was that? Poshmark. Let's just throw away all the scrap stuff before I move on. Oh, let's do this. Where did I sell this? Let's get this out from in front of me. This was Mercari. So I'm selling these little fairy wands that I made with this little bottle of fairy dust. So I just sold this on Mercari. It's like hardly anything cost-wise for me to make it. Let's put it in bubble. And I might, just because I don't want the wand to break, I think I'm going to use a piece of my scrap cardboard. You know, when I resize a box, I always save these. So I'm going to put that down in front of the bubble wrap here. Put this on top of it, just to give it a little more stability. And then I'll wrap it and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Oh, let's grab a little piece here. So this must have been 10, I'm guessing 10 plus shipping. View order. Yeah, confirm shipment. Send with shipping label, print label. Here we go. So this is what I'll do to it right here. That way it just kind of protects it a little more. The other thing is I could have just put it in a box. It really wouldn't have made much difference. The label was for up to a 4-ounce package. Print. Don't I have to, let's see, edit. Take a snapshot. On Mercari, you open it and then you have to take a snapshot of it in PDF and then say print. I feel like I'd love to show you guys, but it always has the address on the label. eBay envelope. Which, if you guys haven't ordered your eBay supplies with your coupon, if you have a store, get on it now before things just slow down even more with shipping. And what I'll do is I will put, see how this had it had the eBay logo right here? I just put the label right over it. When I'm shipping a non-eBay item with an eBay thing. Lisa, I never look at casino money as a loss. It's my entertainment money. Absolutely. So if I walked in with, I always walk in with more than 100, but even if I walked out and lost 100, then I'm like, well, that was because I was there for 5 hours last week. I'm like, that's 5 hours of entertainment. Like, that's going out to eat. And I had a coupon for a free $10 off from a meal. So I went in and got a salad and ate that and didn't have to pay anything except for a tip. So that's, that's nice to be able to hang out and not have to really spend any money. But yeah, that's how I look at it as. But if you can't afford to lose $300, don't walk in with $300. That's what I walked in with. If you can't afford to lose $50, then just don't even go in there. Don't walk in. All right. Here we go. All right, so that was it for Mercari. I only had that one sale on Mercari. Mercari is so slow for me. Oh my gosh, so slow. I did sell this Georgia Bulldogs, University of Georgia. Yeah, it is Bulldogs on Amazon. This is my one and only Amazon order. I don't have much even listed on Amazon right now. Like, it is pathetic. My sister sells on Amazon, and she was telling me she doesn't sell actively, just here and there. And she was mentioning how she's been shipping stuff with eBay boxes and stuff. I'm like, I can't believe you even take a chance. She's like, I don't think she cares anything, but she's got so much stock she needs to get rid of. So if anybody lives in New Hampshire or Vermont and they're looking to buy a bulk of reselling stuff, she's got stuff. I haven't bought it because I have no place for it. I don't have room to take the stuff that she's getting rid of. I had the room, I would buy it all. All right, $4.68 for this t-shirt. These shirts, I'm getting very low on these shirts. I think that's one of the other things I'm going to do probably today when I get done that little mini inventory I'm going to do is consolidate some items to make room for those 6 or 7 totes of stuff I need to find a home for. I'll probably end up consolidating some stuff. I usually do that at the beginning of the year when I do my overall full inventory March timeframe. But I'm noticing a lot of my totes are getting really low, and I just want to consolidate to make space for other stuff. All right, so that was it for Amazon. And let's do Facebook Marketplace. So I sold some buttons. So for those who have been around for a while, one of the things I started to do, and I told you guys I was going to start something new, but I didn't tell you what it was, because it's one of those things that sometimes you got to just protect your new ideas. And if it panned out really, really well, then I wouldn't want the competition. Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, so I'm sharing it with you. So I was buying bulk of buttons and just other stuff, like bulk amounts of craft supplies. And then I was putting them into smaller lots with these little zip bags. And you can get these zip bags at Walmart, by the way. But because there are people who do crafts who don't want 100 of something, or they don't want 5,000 buttons in like a rainbow package, and I divided them out. So if somebody was doing a project, because there's some projects that you might need just yellow buttons for, or just yellow and black, like if you're going to do a a button craft of a bumblebee. You just need yellow and black. So I was selling them just like this. I am almost out of my initial purchase of the buttons, especially the ones where I separated them. And then I was just doing them random in like 100 bags of random colors. And yeah, so I just sold this for $7. Now I probably paid $5 for 1,000 buttons. And here I sold 81 of them for $7. So, I mean, the ROI is good, but it takes time to separate them. I had kids here helping me separate them, the neighbors' kids. And it's just not, in the long run, it's just a lot of work for a little bit of profit when you look at the overall dollar amount of your profit. So, yeah, I pretty much stopped that. So I'm just going to sell out of what I got. You know what? Let's put these. Yeah, we'll put them in a bubble mailer. We'll put them in an eBay bubble mailer, though this is I'm going to put a business card in. This is a Facebook Marketplace. Nate says she ship to Las Vegas. What's that? Will she ship to Las Vegas? And what is it that you're asking to be shipped? Oh, we ship everywhere. Oh, well, my sister ship probably. Will she ship to Las Vegas? I'm sure it would take a lot. She's got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. She has she's got a really large cape, and she made it was unfinished when they bought it, and so one side of the cape is one bedroom and one side of the cape is another bedroom, and then there's a bathroom in the middle. The bedrooms are huge, like very large. I don't know dimensions, or I would tell you, but she's got it full. She's got a lot of stuff. She still has a lot of the party supply that like I've been selling because we source them at the same time. But she's got like a lot of clothing. She's got vintage items. I don't really know what else she has. She picks up stuff different than me. But yeah, she's been shipping things here and there. A lot of RA stuff she picked up for Amazon, but then she canceled her Amazon account. She is a nurse, and she works double shifts. So she works at night. She works from home as a triage nurse, answering the phone. So she sleeps, but then answers when it rings and that kind of stuff. And then she works all day long as a nurse for hospice, going to nursing homes and visiting hospice patients and stuff like that. So because they're so short-handed in their work through COVID, she's been working literally pretty much almost 24 hours a day, every day. So she just doesn't have the time to take on reselling. Even though she loved it, the money is much better right now in nursing. All right, so I sold this Lefton. Where to put that? I don't need the old newspaper. Let me unwrap everything and then I'll show you. So I do sometimes wrap my breakables before I put them in my storage here, because I don't want them, especially if I'm picking up more than one breakable, I don't want them hitting against each other. So yeah, I don't know, Nate, if you're interested, I could actually have her maybe reach out to you if you think it's something you really are interested in. She could take pictures and show you. But it would be a lot. You'd probably have to go UPS. It would be a huge amount of large moving boxes full. All right. And I think she wants somebody just to take it all. I don't think she's willing to have somebody just pick through and pick, because otherwise I would probably just pick out the really good stuff and leave the others that I don't know much about. So this is a set. I got it at a thrift store. It's Lefton. You can see at the bottom, see the sticker. There you go. It's nice when the stickers are on them. How many times do you find a nice vintage are no longer there, so you don't know? This one didn't even have a sticker. It actually is stamped on it. Lefton, China. I don't know if you can read it. Probably blurry. And then it came with this. This one has a sticker. Oh, it's a sticker and it's printed on it. Look at that. That doesn't happen very often. So this whole set, I don't even know how much I paid for it because I sold it on Facebook and I don't put my cost of goods there. I do put it on. Let me check. Let Let me open up my unsold here on eBay on another platform. Hey, good morning, Flip It Good. How are you? How are you doing, Shouty Diary? All right, so I paid $1.50 for this. And I sold it for $23. $23, $1.50 into 23. And they paid shipping. So let me create the label while I package. Bubble, bubble, bubble wrap. We're probably going to do a couple layers of each one, and then we'll bubble it all together to put it into a box. So I'm going to go priority. Let's see what I chose when I was listing it. Yeah, priority. Good. Good, Tamara. You made a good decision. Sometimes I don't always make the best decision. As you all see, because I am right here telling you how I messed up. So my husband's going to Maryland to go hunting with a friend. That's what he's going to be off doing. And have some friends here, and going to keep me company while he's gone. And we'll do some little drama movies where I can cry and all that kind of stuff. Usually when he would go to deer camp when we lived in Vermont, right now I'm kind of trying to watch what I eat, but it would be the weekends that I would eat my Ben and Jerry's ice cream for my dinner and, you know, not make the best food choices because he wasn't here and I could just do what I wanted. And it was, but I won't be like, hey, honey, we're having just Ben and Jerry's ice cream for supper tonight. Like, we don't really do that. And sometimes it's not so fun cooking for just one. But a few years ago, when he went to Canada on a bear hunt, so before COVID, which the Canadian border is opening, which I'm excited for Canadians that they can come back into the United States. But when he went on the trip, what I would do is I'd cook like a goulash at the beginning of that all week long, and I cooked a big thing of soup. Like, it was really nice to I just ate from a bunch of casseroles I cooked and had to enjoy all week long. So I was thinking I might do that, which I got to do a grocery pickup because I don't really have much right now that I could even cook. I'll probably do a grocery pickup for tomorrow. All right, so I'm wrapping these all up with 2 pieces of bubble wrap. Oh, did I tell you guys? No, wait, no, because he's popped. I got some of the American Bubble Boy. I probably should have grabbed it for this. Where did I put it? I thought I brought it over here. I may have went and put it back until I use this stuff up. But the quality is remarkable. So if you've never used American Bubble Boy and you send and sell a lot of breakables, then I would highly suggest it. I really need to have remember to bring it back. Doing something like this, wrapping it in the American Bubble Boy would be so much better than this. And this is good if I'm just like, sometimes I have those like the Happy Planner that have those discs. I feel like this is good enough just to protect those discs. But something that you really don't want to have to deal with getting broken. Oh, I want to tell you, so last night I got home from my trip and I was talking to my husband and I said, you know what, we really need to start planning our trips next year because, you know, with the RV, we want to do some road trips. Planning them now so it gives me something to look forward to. So I have it to kind of push me through winter. And in April, we're going to take off for a couple weeks and we're going to go to, I think we'll probably just head down the southeast corridor. We'll probably hit like North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, down to Florida, over to Alabama, and then we'll probably, I don't know if we're going to hit Kentucky on the way back through. There's a new Jeep Badge of Honor trail in Kentucky, so we might go through there to come back. Okay. And for anybody new, these are left in China pieces that I sold. and I can go up to 2 pounds. So I'm not even close to 2 pounds. Not even close. These are not very heavy. These are very light. They probably might be just barely a pound. Let's do a square 7 by 7 by. There is a little bug, like a fruit fly, crawling in the bubble wrap. Okay, so we're going to do that in April, and then I'm going to take the whole month of June off, and we are going to travel the month of June, and then probably again in September. My daughter, I was talking to her, because I think at some point they're going to get married, so obviously plans could change if they got engaged. That's the joy of working for ourselves. We can be a little more flexible. And in April, sales are not that awesome in April, and nor are they awesome in June, or in September, they're not that awesome. Now, I do like to be home a lot in September because I'm prepping for Q4, trying to get all my stuff listed. So I'll just have to work on a different schedule for that. So yeah, I think those are good time frames to take vacations. But I also have to worry about, I didn't want to do May because we're planting our garden in May. July is really hot. Plus, we already have like some local trips planned in July. And let's see, just trying to figure out. My in-laws are moving over here, so I just want to make sure, like, as the new seasons come, that I'm available to help them with anything they need and all that stuff. So it still snows here in April. My husband goes, "Why don't we go to Michigan?" I'm like, "I'm not. It's gonna snow just like it snows here." I think this is gonna be okay. So this is it. Trying to decide if I have enough bubble around it. Like, is it protected enough if it gets dinged really bad on the side? I feel like it is. I feel pretty good. It's got multi-layers, and you see I just wrapped even more bubble around it, so feel good. We love them quality and price, and they ship fast. They do ship fast within 2 days. I think that's even what they say on their website. I felt like it was 1 day shipping, but then when I thought a little bit more, and I'm like, oh no, it was 2 days. But it seemed like it was like literally I placed it the next day I got it. But it was 2 days, but it was fast. My sister was telling me that the post office, when you go to order your free boxes, that these ship for free, and they're free. They're free. But now they have an option, if you want them faster, you can pay to get them shipped to you quicker. Well, that's not bad that they do something like that. Say you can, because they probably do them like parcel, right? They probably put them on the slow train to you, but now you have the option of probably getting them priority type mail to you. I rely on my boxes. I love my free boxes. Okay, so that was Facebook. Another Facebook order. My arm will be on Wednesday, because I had to cancel it because I was sick last week or the week before, and I finally remembered to call again on Friday, and they're getting me in on Wednesday, which she goes, normally it takes 2 weeks, but I guess they just had a cancellation. So this HP ink, Walgreens had this stuff on clearance. I got it for $6, and normally like 50 or 40, something like that. And I sold it for only 14, but that's the going reselling price. When I grabbed it, I didn't really look up the value. I just grabbed them because they were discounted by so much. Comes to find out, they really weren't that great to flip, but they were simple to photograph, simple to list. Now I am going to use a box, which will you know, boxes cost money, but I didn't want it damaged. I'm not wrapping it, so it's just the cost of the box that's going to cost me. People forget sometimes you got to add in the price of those boxes when you're using a box or even a poly bag. They don't cost much, but boxes are like, they used to be 50 cents. I think they've gone up in price. Right, waiting for my label to generate. Holly says I sell mostly smalls now. I took some of them. They are still stocked up in the lobby where I left them. Must be people aren't grabbing them. My post office in Vermont where I lived, my local one, even though they would have all those priority mail boxes for free, they always would try and they would sell them first. And wouldn't even mention there's a free box right there. They would sell them the white boxes, and then they would get to the counter and find out that it was over a pound, and they would have to go over 13 ounces at the party. So they would be paying for the box and then be paying for priority. And I would sit there and be like, there's boxes right there that are free, and you just paid $3 for that box. I disliked so much how that person, I mean, obviously they must be trained like that to try and sell something like that, but it used to bother me that they don't just say there's a free box there or you can buy this box. Am I almost done? Oh no, I got Etsy. I've got Etsy. That was it for Facebook. Besides the ones I gotta push my garbage down. It is. Its stuff is overflowing. It's right near my microphone, so you're gonna be able to hear me with the ruffling of paper. Gosh, I almost fell in my garbage can. It's like over, so I gotta like lean over. Kind of hit my arm on it. I sold this. This and this. This it? No, I got that bird planter also. All right, so Etsy. These are things that are good to look out for. Some of them can go for a lot of money, but these handheld vintage type of video games, this one is the brand is Radica, I think. Yeah, Radica. You can't, so it's right here, but you won't be able to see it, but it says, see right there, it says Radica. I put the light on it there. That's where you can see the brand name on the Radica. So it's always important to open it. Make sure that there's no, in the battery compartment, that there's no corrosion. If somebody played this 20 years ago and they've never took the batteries out, then the acid could leak inside, and oh, what a mess. Okay, so I sold this for $25.98. I don't even know. How much did I pay for this? eBay. I paid $1 for it at a garage sale. We'll bubble it so it doesn't crack or break. Oh, so Holly, I was watching you. I don't think you were here last week when we were talking about different YouTube channels that people watch. And somebody shared a channel called Ginger Marvin, which I'd seen them before, and I was actively watching them, but I've watched probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 videos from last week. Plus they were a guest on, I think it's eBay Addicts. He does interviews. I think that's who it was. They were a guest. Well, this morning I was watching them while I was getting ready, and they were doing a like what sold video, and she had shipped 2 a spoon, I think it was a spoon and a fork, antique ones, vintage ones, whatever. And she said they ended up breaking. They put them in a polymail stopped watching it for some reason. I can't remember why I stopped watching it, but I stopped watching it. But I wanted to reply and put a comment down below to tell them that I've heard from Holly at Bluegrass Thrift that if you use a pool noodle and put your silverware in the pool noodle, it protects it. Because she was saying how they bubble wrapped it really good, but they still broke. But she got them at the bins, so they were not really that worried about what they were out, but if it would have been a high value item. I think I might put this in a box. It'll fit in my 644. Let's try it. Let's try this. I think it might fit if I put it like diagonal. Let's try. Oh yeah, that fits. It fits diagonal. I just didn't want to worry about it getting crushed or broken or whatever. So the screen cracked or any of that. Gonna do anything else. If you can hear it, it moves. Where did I sell this? Etsy. So this one on Etsy because it is a vintage item. Etsy things sell more. You can up your price on Etsy. There are people who will only shop like Etsy that would never go to eBay. 6, 4, 4. It's going to Texas, $3.88. Print. Oh, one of the girls does not want me to substitute. She goes, just cancel it, please. I already ordered that size by accident. I really like the large size planner. Oh, I wonder. Oh, I had that size at one time. I wonder if she's. So I had a customer order something from me. I sent it to her, and she's like, "Oh, it's the wrong size." She wanted to return it, so she paid to return it because it was the correct size I mailed out, was the correct listing and stuff. And I was able to find her the size that she was looking for, and I sent her a message and said, "I have that size available now if you want it." And I waited. I think like a week back from her. So I went and listed it for everybody to buy, not just her. And that little bug is flying around. Sorry for that shaking. It's like attracted to my light on my screen. But that was like 2 months ago. Like, well, lady, I had it, but it already sold. And I can't find any more. All right, so I got this needlepoint. Where is John today? For some reason, I think of them both because they're like, oh, no, I hadn't really heard about this needlepoint stuff. So this was from that big batch that I listed. I got like $1 into them, and I sold this one for $26. It's going to New Hampshire. So let's put it in. So I'm just going to polybag it in a non-priority mail. I can put it in a priority mail one. But I'm not going to do like flat rate or anything because it's going to be cheaper since it's a local one. I have found that most of the time it's cheaper to not use flat rate when they're local. Local as in like 2 states over. I should put in a business card. Okay, let's see. Let's see how much you weigh. I think this might be my last item. Oh no, I got one more. Well, it's only 12 ounces. It's going to be so weightless. Okay. First class. $4.39. Sweet. Purchase. Print. So that's good. Good thing I didn't throw it in a priority one. I would have to take it out. For some reason I felt just because of the size, I was like, oh, it's going to be priority, but it wasn't. Okay. There's that one. Holly says, I did a lot of trial and error on my flatware shipping. The pool noodle cut in half works the best. So far, no complaints. Perfect. Where was I recently and I saw pool noodles? I thought of you. I was like, oh, I should pick some up. But then I thought, just one more thing to store. So I didn't. I don't think I sell enough to make it worth having them here. If I sold a lot of stuff that would be good to use it, like picture frames and stuff like that. Lastly, I have this planter. So I go to like the thrift stores or the like indoor flea markets, and I will pick up planters all the time. This was through a haul I got last spring, a whole bunch of them. My daughter wanted this one, so I hung on to it for her. Well, last week I was cleaning my office here and I saw it and I'm like, she hasn't even mentioned it, so I'm going to go ahead and just list it. So I sold it out from underneath her. There is no marking really on it. It's like just scratch. I don't know if it's handmade or what, but there's no like marking, so no brand. I paid $8 for this at the thrift store, which was probably when I first got it, I was like, that's a little too high. But it sold for $41.73. So not too bad. Not too bad. That includes shipping though. $41.73 includes shipping because so on Etsy, if you don't do free shipping, but you offer free shipping if your order is over $35, it promotes you more. I took away free shipping from one of my stores. I actually had a customer reach out to me and said, hey, I had free shipping last year. You're not offering it this year? Could you? I said, no, found that it's actually more affordable if I don't do free shipping for the buyer. Well, she ended up not buying from me. So I rethought that process about what I'm doing. And I said, okay, I'm going to put it back to free shipping because a lot of people would bulk buy stuff. Like they would buy more than one. They would bundle in order to get. And I said, all right, I think I'm going to go ahead and offer free shipping again on this is my vintage store. And so I'm doing that. So now if you spend $35, you get free shipping. Well, when I list something that I know is automatically going to be over $35 to begin with, then I'll build it into the price. The other one, I only build a little bit into the price because in order for them to get free shipping, they would have to buy 2 of them. So let's say it's going to cost me, if it fits in a flat rate padded, where it is now. So I would only put like $4 into the cost of my item, or not the cost, but if I was going to sell something for 20, I would now list it for 24 because I know now they got to buy 2 of those $20 items to get free shipping. So the combined would be $8, which would cover the shipping, if that makes sense. So I'm not putting everything up at the $8. I'm doing half of it because again, they would have to buy at least 2. Now, if they bought 3, I would end up probably making money, although it would cost a little bit more to ship it. But I could possibly end up making more money. Doyle, did you hear me say your name? Were you lurking and you're like, oh, I should say hi? She just said my name. And good morning, Mind and Body Co., who I also call Zen, which I don't think is your real name, but you used to come in here as Zen. So that's how I know you. So maybe Zen is your real name. I mean, some people have unusual names. Like Zen wouldn't be a normal name for, I shouldn't say normal, you know what I mean. I mean, Tara that often. Where like Timothy, that is a normal name. Although I don't feel like there's a lot of Timothys anymore. Do you run into Timothy very often, Timothy? I had a really good friend. His name was Timothy. Tim. Unfortunately, he committed suicide as an adult. Okay, let's see. I'm going to wrap. I didn't tell my daughter I sold her bird on her because I don't think she even remembers I offered it to her. So you do see a lot of Timothys. That's what Doyle says. Okay. I feel like I don't see that name that often. Not as often as I used to. Now, one of my really good friends from high school, Jean, from my childhood days, she had 3 sons, and she named them all like traditional names. She had William, Joseph. I can't. William, Joseph. What the heck's her other? Oh my gosh! Thank gosh she doesn't watch my show. I can't think of what her third son's name is. Wish my mom was on. Oh my God. Don't you hate when you do that? When you forget something and you know you should know it, like you know it all the time? That not that it matters, but like William, Joseph, and then whatever that name is. Let's say it's like Timothy. And she never called them Tim. She never called William Willie or Bill, because some of them go by Bill. She never called Joseph Joe or Joey. It was always Joseph. That's like my son's name is Anthony, and he never goes by Tony. He always goes by Anthony. Well, I take it back. He goes by AJ. He goes by AJ. Not sure he'd even would reply to if somebody called him Tony, because that's his dad's name. Right. I like to tape my bubble wrap into it. So Doyle says that one with the same middle name. Isn't that weird? I don't come across very many Tamaras. Most of them are Tamara, not spelt like mine is, Tamra. Very, very rarely would I come across a Tamara Lynn. But I do find that when I first started going online, I used Tamara Lynn. That's my eBay store name is Tamara Lynn. Everything was Tamara Lynn. And then I found that sometimes I would like use Tamerlane and it was already taken to, I must have already signed up. So I'd say forgot password and put in my email, because back then I just used one email, and it wouldn't be the right email. And I'm like, there's another Tamerlane out there spelled like me, which is so weird because I just had never even growing up, I never even heard of the name Tamara. I didn't know anybody who had the name Tamara. It wasn't until the internet came along that I got to see other people's names to realize that there's other Tamaras. There was nobody around me. All right, so I got this bird. Where is it going? Oh, Rhode Island. So that's very good. That means it's not going to cost my arm and my leg. But you're going to Rhode Island. I don't think you're going to fit in the 7x7x6. Let's just try. I don't think so. I think it's going to be too close of a well, you know what? I think it might fit. So let's box it. Tape it up. Speaking of tape, I finally remembered to pick up tape at BJ's the other day. I went there to get gas, and I said, I should run in and get some packing tape because this was my last roll. How many listings do you do on an average day? Well, I don't list every day. I probably list, I would say a week. I probably sit down and list at least 3 times. And I don't really do a set number. I like, my goal is always like a tote full. So I have a tote. So it depends on what's in the tote. And a lot of it would depend on if I'm listing a lot of the same things, but minor variations. So let's say I'm listing jeans and I got a lot of Levi jeans and they're just different sizes or different washes. Then it's easy. I can just say sell similar for my own listing because it already has all just changed the size. That type of stuff I can list a lot more. Like I'll do like 40 to 50 listings a day when I'm sitting down to do those. And then there's other ones where I said I don't really have like a set plan. A lot of it depends on if I do a show, I go take pictures and then I go list right away, then I can list a whole bunch because I'm sitting down to list at like 2 o'clock. But if I'm sitting down and not listing until like 5 or 6 after dinner, then I am on how much I get done. So it really depends. I can't even really tell you on average because I don't really have an average. For a while, my goal was to get at least 5. So even if and I don't do things and put them in draft. There are some people who will take a picture of 100 items and then do a list 100 and then do drafts, so you only release 10 of them a day. So you have that activity of 10 a day. If I'm listing it, it's going live the minute I list it. I'm not holding it. Hey, Phil, hello, the Texas Bandit. I will just list it right away because I want to sell it today. I don't want to wait and sell it in 4 days. So I think eBay's algorithm, and we don't know. You'll hear people tell you to do one thing, but I think that you test and see what works for you. But I think they just want to see you active. So if I'm sending offers one day but not listing, I'm still active in my store. Every day, that's activity in my store. They just want to see you being active in your store of some sort. That's how I really feel it is. So if I don't, or somebody else, I heard one time that, let's say you list only on Sundays, right? Sundays are your day. You sit down and you list all your stuff on Sundays. As long as you're listing every day on Sunday, sticking to kind of your schedule, then they say that that is good enough for the algorithm. So I don't know though. I mean, they say the same thing with YouTube. You can list, you do and be just as successful as somebody who does a video every single day. So for me, doing like Monday and Wednesday, I try and stick to that. But I know last week I didn't go live on Wednesday, did I? Or did I go late? I can't remember. This Wednesday I will not be live because I have my first physical therapy appointment at 8:30. But depending on how I feel afterwards, I might come home and go live after. So last week I shipped on Tuesday because of Columbus Day, and like 2 things to ship. So let's see. Michelle says, my son told me not long ago, you have no idea how it is like growing up with the name of Chaz. That was his name. Your son's name was Chaz. Is that because there's a lot of Chazes in your area? Like, why would he say that? What was the difference? Pay the 10 consecutive days. So that's what you do. You just set it up to do that, Phil. I mean, I like the idea of my item getting up as soon as I list it. I don't like putting things into a draft. That reminds me. I think I started to do that though. Let me check my drafts. I might have listings sitting in draft. Because I was listing one day and I said, oh, I should just put these into a draft. All right, why are you in my draft? I have 2 things in my draft. So I was having an issue. The last uploading photos, it just sat there and spun and spun and spun. So I would go ahead and fill out everything, and then I would end up deleting the pending photos that I had never listed. I would just delete them, save it as a draft, and then I have to go to my drafts and re-upload the photos. So I'm wondering if that's what this deluxe tire plugs. Wondering if that's what that is. Because it doesn't have any photos. I'm going to have to look like I have very many drafts, though. The thing is, if you put stuff in drafts, they only stay there for 90 days. So just be warned. Things only stay there for 90. Like if you were to end, somebody was posting on a group I belong in. They had some stuff they listed in July, and they didn't sell. They were Christmas items. So they decided to close, to end the listing. So it sat in your unsold. And their plan was to relist them. But yeah, so July, August, 90 days hit and they disappeared. So they don't even have access to those from July. But I'm like, why wouldn't you just, right now, if you have a store, I don't even come close. I get what, like 19,000 listings or something? I don't even come close to that. So how many listings do I have? Let me see. I think I hit 1,800. Oh, I'm at 1,945. Maybe by the end of the week, I'll hit 2,000 listings. That will be the most I've ever had on eBay. My sales are up 32% from last month, but they're also up 32% because, well, last month before I was on vacation, a lot of it. Let me see how many listings I get. Oh, I get 50,000 listings in select categories. And then I get 10,000 listings, and then I get 50,000 in select categories. And I get 50 auctions, which I never do auctions. Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot of listings. Is the 21.95 store now in NSX like 59.95 or something like that? That store. I almost downgraded last year when they changed how many listings you could have. I almost downgraded my store and I decided not to, and I'm really glad I didn't. I think it would have limited me on wanting to list more because I would have been like, oh, now I got to pay to list or upgrade my store. So, Phil says eyeballs sifting through the store. If they are interested in one item, they may look for similar. Yeah, what was I going to say? A lot of times I don't look in another store unless there's a coupon. Like if I'm buying a book and if it's like buy two, get one free or buy two, get free shipping, like if there's some kind of promo that pops up in that eBay store, then I'm more apt to see and check out the store itself. Lately I've been checking out stores just because I see something somebody is selling that's similar to something I RA'd, like retail arbitraged. And if I picked it up, items I picked up at the Dollar Tree, I will actually, when I'm looking up comps and I see somebody else has sold them, I will look and see what else they're selling. I'll look at their sales and see if they're selling other stuff that I know that I visually have seen at the Dollar Tree and pick them up. So that's the only time I really check out other people's items than if I'm looking for one specific thing. All right, let me weigh this box with my bird. It's not moving. That's good. We have a breakable. You don't want to hold 1 pound, 7 ounces. And see, I'd already put in a 776 and I put in 1 pound, 6 ounces. So I was really close. $8.21. That is not bad. Let's buy you. I was going to check. I may have been able to save money on pirate ship, but I'm glad with $8.21. Okay. I got a pile of boxes here. Where's my today? Let me just make sure that I've got it all done. That I don't have anything else to ship. I don't think there's anything else around me. Check eBay. All right, so I do have 2 things on eBay to ship. I had a customer order something. I'm selling planners. She ordered 3 of the same planner in 3 separate transactions, all going to her address. So I reached out to her and said, did you mean to order 3 of these? Because if she really wanted 3 of them and put them in her cart and bought 3. But instead she did 1, cashed out, went back and did another one, cashed out and did another one. I'm like, something's not right with this. So I mailed 1 to her today because I have not heard back from her since Friday when I sent her the message questioning it. I went ahead and mailed 1 to her and I still got 2 pending because I'm not going to mail them until she says yes. And then I'll mail those other 2 together if she wants them. But I think there's an error. I think maybe she was hitting refresh or didn't think it went through and hit it again and ended up buying 3. I don't see where she would need 3 of those, but all right, so Etsy's good, Facebook, everything's good. It's funny, somebody on Etsy, Facebook sent me a message today asking me if they were going to get their order because it said that the item was now sold out. And I'm like, well, that's because you bought it. I wanted to say it's because you bought it, you bonehead. But yeah, it is sold out. And you will still get your item because you bought it. Okay, so that's it with Facebook. Oh, you know what? I should check. Oh, it still isn't approved. I created a business page on Facebook so I could start selling under my like a business name. Still says business in review. Come on, get that going. I think that's it. I'm just checking all my little platforms here. That's it. I have packaged up everything. So I'll just sit and talk with you guys for a little bit because let's see, till noon. How's that sound? And then Philly Flipper is probably going to be going live, so you should go check him out. Let me see if he's going to be live. Philly Flipper. Why do I always have such a hard time spelling? Flipper. Flipper the what's up. Philly Flipper. I love his graphic. So cute. So cute. All right. I don't see anything. Oh, wait a minute. Past. No upcoming. So maybe he's not going to go on Philly Flipper live. Maybe he's going on Philly Flipper. You know, people, they talk to other YouTubers and they convince them to have more than one channel. And I've seen so many that have more than one channel go back to just one channel. It's a lot of work to create two channels, enough to carry, to make your other channel monetized enough to put your time and energy into something that's not making you money. It's tough. Yeah, upcoming. Oh no, he's not scheduled until the 23rd at 5 o'clock. So I guess he's not going live today. I was going to push you guys to him. Upcoming live streams. Yeah, not until 5 o'clock on, when's the 23rd? Saturday. Saturday? He's not doing another show till Saturday? That's weird. I downgraded, and so far I have not been charged for listings yet. I have almost 1,100 listings. I wonder how many you could have under that setting. How do you combine all the separate orders under one tracking number? I don't. So I'll just ship the first item and then I'll go back and add that same tracking number to the other 3 items. So under the drop down of that item, you can add, this is add tracking number. So I just add it there. When you couldn't do that for some reason, I'm trying to remove that. All right. There was a time when you couldn't do that. And I think it was sometime last year, somebody says, yeah, this is what they do. And I'm like, no, you can't do that. It'll tell you that tracking number's already been used. And they said, I guess that was fixed. So now you can go and do that. In my small town, nicknames were widespread and common. I guess I was a chubby baby. Choppus means chubby. I used to hate it. Now I see it. Yeah. My son was chubby, and he did not eat really a lot of junk food. His favorite item was broccoli. Like, he would choose broccoli over French fries or M&Ms or whatever. Like, his whole thing was broccoli. And he would sit and eat like a bag of carrots, like raw carrots. Like, he just wasn't a junk food baby, but for some reason he was always chubby. And the doctor kept saying his weight is okay. He's going to hit puberty. As long as he doesn't gain weight. So what happened? So he weighed, I don't even know. I can't even throw out numbers because I don't want it to not even be close and make it sound like he was like huge, but he was chubby. But he hit puberty and he just popped up, and all of his like body, like baby fat, they call it, or whatever, just went all up with him. It was really, really weird. Like, in a year's time, you would look at a picture and nothing changed except he just hit puberty. So I read something the other day. I think Khloe Kardashian was saying that because people are calling her baby chubby, and it was just the headline I saw. She was like arguing it with people or whatever. It's not good. It's just not good for body image, even if they are chubby. Had to wait for change of topic today. Why? You didn't like what we were talking about? At least we weren't talking about feminine stuff, were we? Not today. In the past we have. So I tried to do that. It would not send the tracking number on more than one order. That's how I've been doing it. I wonder why. Because I know there was a period of time when I couldn't do it, but it probably for the last year it's I've had no problem with it. What does it give you for an error, Holly? Does it tell you that the tracking number has been used before? Because that's what it was giving me in the past. But recently I've had no problem doing that. It's just frustrating if you're a shopper and you're going to be buying stuff. It would just be nice to not buy each thing. But I think part of that is if you have free shipping on your items, it's people can buy something, cash out, buy something, cash out. Like there's no benefit for them to put all into one cart and then buy it. Yeah. Oh, so I wanted to talk to you guys about the promoted listings pay-per-click. I don't know if when you're searching on eBay as a buyer that you're like, well, even if I'm doing comps, I'll see something. And I'm like, that is not at all what I'm searching for. So let me show you what I do. Let me go to eBay. Let's do a little share of the screen here. Ah, why does it do that? Stop. All right, I gotta delete you. Stop sharing. Why are you freaking out? Share. Okay. Let me just make it big. So wait, Holly says yes. It said that tracking number had already been used. I combined both orders and shipped to customer. Got a ding on shipping, but not a biggie. Wow. Huh. That's scary if that may have come back when they were doing an update, if it resorted back to that. That stinks. Okay, so let's search for something. What should we search for? Let's search for sheep planter, because I have one right here on my desk. All right, so it didn't work right here. So what's happening is the paper has been showing up right here in the top spot, and it's not even related to what I'm searching for. Let's put in Levi. There we go. We'll do 501 jeans. Well, maybe it's going to prove me wrong. Yeah, because they're not even popping in. But what I've been noticing, I'll put me back up here, is over here on the very top, it's been results that are not even related to what I'm searching for, and they say promoted. So let me put in Ray Dunn. Let's put in a Ray Dunn mug. Well, that didn't work either. Victoria Secret. Let me put in night shirt. Well, here I'm trying to show you it, and I don't even see it. Just trying to think of like big brands that people are searching for on here. What should I put in, you guys? What was I looking at last week? What did I list? A Monopoly Fallout? Was that one of them that I saw it? Nope. But I do have a Monopoly Fallout if anyone needs one. How far down am I? This is me right here. I'm down, way down. Hey, John, I was talking about you. So what I was noticing is that the results were popping up that had nothing to do with what I was searching for. So when you set up your pay-per-click campaign, let me show you it because I have one. No, actually, I'm not gonna show. I'll just tell you. So I have a pay-per-click campaign, and you set up the keywords that you want for your item. So let's say I do this awesome glass penguin that I have here, paperweight, figurine, whatever you want to call it, right? So if I wanted to put a pay-per-click on this item, then I could put something like, I want penguins, sea life, paperweights, figurines. I don't know. What's the brand? Gift Co. is the brand. Gift Co. Like all these different keywords. And you would put them in and you would say, okay, I want, anytime somebody search for I'm going to pay 4 cents, 7 cents, 12 cents, whatever you want to say. You can say, as I think it's as little as 2 cents for you to populate in the top. And then if they click, just all they have to do is see it or click on it. I actually not just see it, they have to click on it. They don't have to buy it, but just click on it and you have to pay. Where the other promoted listing, they have to buy it and then you would be charged that percentage. But this one, they just need to click on it. So if they click on it, you pay. Well, you might say, okay, if they're looking for the keyword of gift cents for that, because I don't want, I'm going to show up and they could just click on it, but they're really not looking for that. But if they're really looking for a blue penguin, then that's more likely something that they would want and possibly end up buying. So you can put whatever keywords and put whatever pricing. Well, I think you can put a ton of keywords. I mean, they were telling me keywords in what I put on, what I put a whole category on a pay-per-click. They were telling me keywords that I'm like, keyword, because that is not going to lead to a sale on somebody clicking for that keyword or doing a search for that keyword. So I'm noticed as I'm searching for things that I'm seeing more and more things that are not related. So you know what I'm doing? I'm clicking to make them pay that 2 cents, 5 cents, 10 cents, whatever it is. I'm like, you're putting a keyword that does not relate to my search results. So let's say I'm selling, like I put in that Ray Dunn, right? So I put, well, let's say I'm selling I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something that would be comparable. Well, let me use Lego. Let's say I'm looking for a Lego Harry Potter set. Well, I might get in my results a Mega Bloks Star Wars, and I'd be like, that I'm not looking for Mega Bloks Star Wars. I'm looking for Harry Potter Lego. But they're searching for Lego. I'm going to show you my Mega Block item. They're putting in Lego as a keyword for their Mega Block item for pay-per-click. It's gone. I mean, I sorry I couldn't come up with something. I wish I would have. If I think of it, I'm going to write it down so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I don't know if you've noticed it when you're buying, but it has been so rampant on the stuff I was looking up comps for last week. I was just like, this is ridiculous. And I got to the point where I'm like, you're going to keyword spam your pay per click. You're going to pay for clicking on them just to make them pay for it because it is ruining my search experience when I'm buying as a buyer, or in this case, I'm not buying, I was looking up stuff, but I don't like that. So John says, exactly. John says paid keyword spamming. That is what it is. And I fear that you're going to search for something almost like you do right now on Amazon. I hate shopping on Amazon. I was looking for something and I put in a specific brand name. Something I was looking to buy. I had to go through so many pages to actually get the brand that I was looking for because all these private label type things come up. So I wish I could think of what the heck was it I was looking for last night to buy. And I could not sell the item. But that's what's going to happen to eBay. eBay does not realize they are going to lose buyers. If it is so frustrating to find what you're really looking for, which right now at times it is with eBay, that you're just Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. And I find the same thing with Etsy. People put keywords in that are not appropriate, but Etsy will shut down your shop if you are keyword spamming and using like Harry Potter, but you're not selling a Harry Potter thing, but it kind of looks like it could be in the Harry Potter realm of stuff. But it's, yeah, it is so frustrating. For a test, put the word porn in your keywords. Your views will triple. I'm not going to do that. Somebody had asked me, actually left a message on one of my Facebook or my YouTube videos and said, because I must have said in the video, it was an older video, that excuse me, that there's not keywords on Amazon. I mean, on eBay. It's your item specifics keywords. And in some ways they are. I think eBay searches your item specifics too. I would like to know whether or not I could create an item specific and just call it keywords and then, or tags, and then put all of the tags that you would put in that somebody might search for. I wonder if it does search it. I'll have to ask in that eBay group that I have, eBay brass, as I call it, in that group. I wonder if they would. Thanks for sharing your search on Amazon. Yes, it drives me crazy. It is crazy. I wish I could remember what it was, because it was a big enough brand name. My throat is really dry right now. It's so tickly. Hey, let me show you guys this. I just looked up and saw this on my board. This is who I've been buying my boxes from. Shipping Depot. So if you 10% on your entire purchase. All right, look at that fingernail. I was staining stuff this weekend and it stained underneath my fingernail. I can't get it off unless I cut my fingernail. So shipping-depot.com, and then use the promo code thanks at checkout and you can save 10%. They're not sponsoring this. It's just literally up here, so when I need boxes, I remember who I ordered from. And I'm pretty sure they're out of New Jersey, and I got them so fast. So fast. Like, really, really fast. Supply Hut. Supply Hut is crazy. I'm not ordering from them again. Unless I start hearing that people are having success. But my last 2 orders have been crazy. A month, and they still don't even ship them out. I think that's it, folks. I'm going to wrap this show up and get this to the post office, and I got to do my inventory before I oversell another item. Oh, and I got to package up that order. That lady said she would take a substitute item, and then I got to go and cancel that other one. She would agree. Yes, I'll take whatever else you want to substitute, especially if the substitution is worth more money, but she didn't want it. All right. I will see you. I'm probably going to come on. I'll hit that thumbs up before you leave. I know you guys start leaving as I say my goodbyes. Hit the thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I won't be on Wednesday morning because I have my physical therapy, which I'm so excited about. But I will probably come back and go on live. My appointment's at 8:30. I probably won't get done till 9:30. And by the time I get home and get settled, it'll be 10. So you probably won't hear me probably until like 11. Probably not until the Bearded Picker gets off his show, and then I might go live. And depending on what I have to package, it may just be a sit around here and talk with you guys. And if anybody wants to come on and chat with me, we can do that too. Bring people on Wednesday, and all that. So, all right, I'll see you guys later. And Nate, I don't know if you're still a prayer for your mother. I really hope that she recovers from COVID. For those that missed, Colin Powell passed away. A hero in my book. He passed away from COVID. Extremely sad. He's 84 years old, though. Wow. So have a good day. And thank you, Carlene, for being the first one in here. First comment. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys sometime on Wednesday morning, but I won't schedule it until I just will click live and go live. All right. Have a great week, guys. Bye.